very, very hot here today. Yoo-hoo! Something like 31, it must be 90 degrees, something like that. I'm doing my video, the 3D soap. I watched a lot of video and a lot too, I think. And it was a very complicated calculation to do the little lozenges. And I didn't do that. I have a husband who made that for me. And that has an angle here of 30 degree. That's the trick, the 30-degree angle. So you make your soap, you cut long slice, and then you just put them here and you go straight down. And how you'll see in the video, we filmed it. I filmed it with my husband to show you exactly how it's done. So you don't have to make calculation. And the first soap I did was this one. I did this one, and then I did that with the rest, and I did that. But then when I transfer my video into my computer, I lost it. So I had to do another one to do the video. So I did this one here. It's smaller square, but it doesn't matter. I used the same angle to cut it. So you just have to do your slice bigger or smaller, and then you put them here and you cut, and you have your soap. So I did this one, and then I just played with the shape of this in the cut, and then I used the rest of those that were not perfect lozenges. I put them like that, and this one, and I played and did a kind, it's like a patchwork. You call it patchwork? Yeah. The red color in my soap is I saw someone using it, tomato paste, but it stayed too like yellow orange, and I wanted really red orange like a tomato. And the fragrance is tomato leaf, and it doesn't smell like tomato. You know, tomato, it's like acre. No, not acre. How you say that in English? Not sweet, but this is a bit sweeter. I love it. I really love it, and it worked perfectly in the soap. So this is it. I'm going Friday and Saturday. I'm going in Ontario fishing on the Ontario Lake. And it will be the first time that I travel since we are in quarantine. And so I don't really know what to expect. We have a place to, a kind of motel for one night. And then we're going on this boat where we'll be four with the captain. And we'll fish all day, and we'll come back after the same day. So it's just a 2-day trip, but it will be a good way to test how it is out there. And in August, from the 1st to the 15th of August, I'm going to Magdalen Island. Let's go in the kitchen and make that 3D soap. Let me introduce you to my handy husband with a head full of complicated numbers and equations. He will explain how he will do the soap so it's a 3D effect. Just pretend he is talking. This soap cutter is set up to cut a specific size and it's very complicated to adjust. So instead of changing it, he made this little piece of wood that will be the new measure for the soap. No matter how wide the size of your squares at the end, the 30-degree angle will always be the one to use. What we want to do now are parallel cuts in one direction, then using the guide, make cuts at 30-degree angle on the other side. Not a perfect lozenge, so I will be able to use it to make to experiment with different kind of soap design. And here he puts the pieces back in the same order, preparing for the next steps. So we will cut the rest of the soap and we'll come back after. Okay, now the brick of soap is now cut diagonally with the 30-degree angle. And he will place it back on the soap cutter to make the slices the other way around. We now have several small pieces that we can see here. The idea is to always make the same pattern by gluing pieces together. I put a little water. I think it helps to stick the pieces together. The important thing here is that there is at least one surface that is flat. We check that it is stuck well all along, and I let, like this, and then I let them stick together. So I make a pattern of two diamonds like this, which I then glue with another set of two, and finally, at last, this one. Only then do I place a set of three inside the mold, like that. I will install all the rows, and in the space left here, I will pour the third color, which will give the 3D effect and solidify everything together. I have a lot to stick together, a lot of work. So I'm going to do it and show you the result just before preparing the third color. I use the same soap cutter as yesterday. Here I have a guide who will make sure I have an inch between my cut and the edge of the soap cutter. You understand that the pattern is here on top, so I'm not going to cut it in slices like that, but more like this. Here is the result of the first cut. Then I will come and cut it like this here. I will change the soap cutter to cut them in the other direction now. I love this size because I think it fits very well in my hand. I have not so big hands, so it's perfect for me. That was quite a job. 3 days. It took me 3 days to do that sew. You understand now why a 30-degree angle is important. You will always succeed with that measurement. I really hope you will have fun trying this technique. Thank you for being there and listening to my rantings, I think is the word. And if you're new, don't worry, it can be cured. But above all, it can be caught. I have no idea when I will make another video, and I don't want to make promises I won't be able to keep. So bye and have a nice summer, everyone.